Alright, you bastard, this is Some-Belgian-prepper, and today I'm going to talk about the wiresaw. But before we do that, if you're interested in detective stories, take a look in the link in the description. There will be a link to my book called Bloody Crosses. It's in Dutch, so if you're interested, take a look. So, the wiresaw. It's a very simple thing. It's just wire, metal wire, as you can see, with some uh, threading to it, and with two rings. Nothing special about it, but to be honest, I have always been skeptical about this kind of tool. It's perhaps a good tool, lightweight, very small, to put in an emergency survival kit or tin, but I have not really tested it out. I've heard a lot of bad reviews about it, that they snapped after only a few times of use, but yeah, perhaps it's just because they were bought from some cheap knockoff store or made with inferior materials. So that's why I'm going to test this out, if it's really something to put in your dugout bag, or to put just a foldable handsaw on top of it. So the first thing you need to know about these things is the first thing I hear many people complain about are the rings that if you're going to saw with them, that they hurt on the fingers. The thing is, you actually don't really use your fingers in the rings. You can do it, yes, but normally you put two sticks inside of the rings, like this, and that way you have something more feasible to grab onto without hurting your fingers. Because if you think about it, if you're going to have the risk to make some cuts, not perhaps deep cuts, but to do some damage to the skin, there's a possibility for infection, and infection is very bad in survival situations. So we're going to test this one out. If you can see it, I needed to cut off this branch anyway, so let's see. It's a branch about this thick. So let's see. This is normally the thing that you will use to build a shelter. So let's see if it works. Alright, that is the branch that I cut off, and there are certain things that I noticed about it. The first thing is, what I see many people do is they go around the how do you say it, the branch, and they do it like this to get more surface. But what I noticed is that I always get stuck if I'm doing it like this. The thing is that I had to do is make it a little bit less round, but a little bit more straight, and that way I really could saw through it. So that's the first thing that we need to learn about, is don't do this, but make a more like a straight saw movement, is what I'm trying to say. So I would say it worked fine so far, but I'm not totally convinced about how good it will work in a long-term scenario, because I'm going to see if what's the breaking points of this wire. So let's see. So far it's, oh yeah, no, I'm not going to buy another one, because if I only did it like what, 10 15 times at most, that I just did a bending like this. And if you're going to do a lot of sawing, those are the kind of forces uh, like you saw that I usually made. And especially if you're going to store it in a bug out bag, or perhaps a small tin or a less ditch bag, then you're going to fold it up anyway, because what's the point if you cannot fold it up to use it? So the thing is, you would have to fold it up like this, but even then, if you're going to put it in a pack, it will get tensions around it, and it will go to the breaking point of the material. So yeah, I would say don't buy this kind of crap. Even this was of moderate quality from a quality-full camping store, so it's not like it was something from just from ordered from the internet from some knockoff store. So this should be a good quality material, and even then, only 15 times a little bit of movement broke the metal. So I would say don't buy it. It's a little bit annoying to handle, to store, and for use I would say it's better to have a knife with a saw edge to it, or to have a foldable saw in your bug out bag, and that way you will get more for and especially if you've got one of those small sharpeners, you can sharpen the blades of your saw, and it will it will last longer, is what I'm trying to say. So this is not a durable thing. This is more like a less ditch thing, or to put something in perhaps how do you say this, a cache that you store somewhere around your bug out route, or to give to a friend who has not much experience. And yeah, don't buy this kind of stuff, even if it's qualitable. I've seen some one of these wires that are more like chainsaw links that work in the same way, but from what when I hold those were very heavy. So is it worth it against a foldable saw? No. This kind of saws, nope. Just take a foldable saw and it will last longer, it will be more durable, and more important, more reliable. So give me your ideas about... Yeah, the Air Force is at it again. So yeah, they're passed. So I would say, if you got any experiences with these, please let me know. If it's not only me, if it's with you also, that you that tested this out and did not work at all for a longer time, for 1 or 2 times perhaps. But like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and see you in the next video. Cheers!